everyone, welcome back to my channel Books with Natasha. Today I wanted to do a new sort of video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let's get straight into it. Disclaimer before we start, if you see something over here is I have these elastic bands on my braces and I can take them off. I'm supposed to wear them 24 hours a day and I only take them out when I need to eat. So I'm sorry if it bothers you, but I'm hoping it doesn't, so I just wanted to put it out there. Today I wanted to give you my top 5 favorite authors, and I will start with my most favorite and get to my least favorite of my favorites, if that makes sense. So let's get straight into it. The first author that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm sure you can guess who it is, and that is Jennifer L. Armentrout, otherwise known as JLA, and she is my all-time favorite author. I have read almost all her works. I still haven't read Titan series, but I plan to someday, not sure when. It depends on my mood, but still. And I am in love with every single one of her series. She's one in my top auto-buy author. I just love her so much. My favorite series of hers, as many of you know, is the Origin series, and it's just she writes so good romance, so good suspense, so good sexual tension, and the plot twists in her books are just to die for. I live her for her books. Every time she posts that she's writing a new book or she's thinking about publishing in a new genre, I'm immediately hooked because I know I'm going to love her new books. The same happened with the Forbidden Ass series. I was hesitant because they were huge books and I haven't read fantasy in a while. But as soon as I got past the first 3 chapters of the book, I was hooked because Jaylee has a way of reading a fantasy that is not too heavy on the brain, basically. So you can basically fly through the book. And that's what I did. I finished the first book in one day and I had so much fun reading it, and so all of her other series. And you guys, if you haven't already checked her books out, you should definitely try them. I would start with the Luck series because that is her most classical one, and Paranormal is just the romance, the plot, the everything about it is just amazing. And then I will continue to the Origin. I will jump to universe with her books so you guys can enjoy them more. I have a JLA guide posted on my channel if you guys check it out. I will put the link up here. So yeah. Next we have Kerry Maniscalco, the author of Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I'm sure many of you could guess this one. But Kerry Maniscalco is the author for my second favorite series of all time. She has written Thomas Creswell, and therefore that alone she deserves what is the Nobel Prize that is for reading. She deserves it. I have already read her new series, Kingdom of the Wicked. Have pre-ordered the final book. I am waiting for it to come around October, and I'm super excited for it. But this new series that she's written is like a 4-star series for me. Nothing like Stalking Jack the Ripper series, but I think nothing can top that for me. So yeah, but I still love her writing. I still love the atmosphere that she creates. She writes so well, and the plot twist in the Kingdom of the Cursed was amazing. That cliffhanger left me screaming. I needed book 3, and now I still am waiting for book 3. I'm planning on doing a series reread before reading the final book, and I will probably do a reading vlog, depends if I have the time or if I remember to film it, but don't hold me on that. But yes, we have my newest obsession, and that is Debbie Perry, and she's the author of the Jameson Valley series. Many of you have already heard me talk about this series before, and I haven't read many of her books yet. I have read 2 of her series, the Edens and the Jameson Valley series. I am planning to start the Lara Croft soon, but I'm just not in the mood to read anything right now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm binge reading Demon Slayer and I'm finished with it. But anyway, I still love all her books. She writes so good small town romances, but her books, the plot isn't just the romance, there is an actual plot to them, and that's what I love most about them. For example, the Jameson Balances. In the first book, we have drugs going around into the small town, and it directly affects, by the end of the book, the couple, and it's just amazing to read about. And so much stuff happened in these books that is just wow. You don't expect to going into them that this is going to be so heavy in the plot, and I am loving that. Next we have The Queen, Sarah J. Maas. As many of you know, the ACOTAR series is one of my all-time favorite series. I live with constant regret that I didn't read it sooner, but still, I haven't read the Throne of Glass series, but I'm not sure if it's the book for me. I plan on trying to read the first 3 books and then decide, but I have no idea when that was going to happen because I haven't been in the mood for fantasy for a while now, and any fantasy books that I do read have nothing to do with Throne of Glass series. They are like lighter with some romance elements to them, so yeah, nothing like Throne of Glass. So I have read both of the Crescent City books and I'm dying for book 3. Also, and these new books were just incredible. Going into the Crescent City book 1, I wasn't sure if I'm going to love it because Sarah J. Maas is a complex author for me. It depends. For example, the ACOTAR series took me a while to get into, but with the Crescent City book, there was a lot of info that in the first 100 pages, but I stopped worrying about it. I just took everything that was given to me as granted, so that helped me. But as soon as the death happened in the second chapter, I believe, I was sobbing, and I didn't think that it was possible for me to get super attached to this character so fast, but I was super invested after that. Love Bryce, but I'm not sure about the romance with Hunt. I'm just not feeling it. By the end of book 2, I was hoping that another love interest is gonna show up like I did with the ACOTAR series. I'm still holding on a small hope, but I don't see it happening because they are mates now, and there is this sort of thing. Also, the ending of House of Sky and Breath was mind-blowing, and I am dying to read the next book. Finally, we have the Queen of World Building, and that is Cassandra Clare. Many of you know that the Infernal Devices was the first series that I ever read, and Will Herondale was my first ever book boyfriend, and Gemma Castells and Tessa were just like the sweetest characters ever. And I am a huge fan of the Sarah Hunter series. I have read The Mortal Instruments, The Dark Artifices, The Infernal Devices, and some of the in between books. I still haven't prioritized to reading the second book in the Scrolls of Magic series, and I have no plans to reading Ghost of the Saga Market because every time I pick it up, I am dying. I'm so struggling to read that one. That book, I have no idea what that is. I know that the stories in it are important for the next book, so I will watch like a spoiler vlog so I can continue with the Wicked Powers and all of that. But I don't want to push myself for that particular book. Nothing against the author, but still love her. I mean, I have Sarah Hunter still here, but yeah, she writes so many deep and funny characters, and every time you start a new series by her, there are so many more new characters, and you don't know who is your favorite, and that is just amazing. I love it so much when that happens. She writes so badass, powerful female characters, and the guys are also pretty badass, but the girls in this book are in top level, and I love them. I mean, more recent in the Dark Artifices, Emma Castells is my favorite. She's super badass. I love how She is like a female Jace, and it's just like amazing. So that's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I sure did enjoy filming it. And like, subscribe, and stick around. I am posting a lot of content this summer. I have quite a few moments, so I can use them for filming, and I hope it is fun for you guys. So we'll see you for my next video very soon. Bye!